welcome back to Historia Homies. Riley, I thought we were going to be dancing tonight. This doesn't look like a dance floor.
I was just dancing. Are we not dancing?
Riley, listen. The Elgato said it got no time for us. The Nintendo Switch, Nintendo swon't. We are doing...
Nintendo on my swon't until I...
No, we can't. She game on my cube till I Virtual Boy. Riley, we've had some technical difficulties trying to get Cadence of Hyrule working tonight.
We have. It's true.
And so, as you can see, we have the wheel before us. We're gonna enact the rule of shit, fuck, which is a sacred rule.
Blood.
Yeah, the sacred rule of shit, fuck, blood, which you hate to hear. And we are gonna, under emergency circumstances, spin the wheel until we get a game that we know I can easily emulate, because
access from our shelf behind us.
Yes, just off screen. For both of our screens, we do record in the same room. You just wouldn't know it. Seraph, this might be a chance for Oracles to jump the queue. We're about to find out.
I would lose my mind. I would
love
rule.
That. Yeah, I would love that. I would love almost... Of the games that I have a way to emulate, because I ain't figuring out CDI on no notice either. On the games that I can easily emulate, I'm excited about almost any of them.
Yep.
So
slap that big spinny. Slip, slap, zip.
I've slapped it.
Roll that wheel.
Oh fuck yeah! All right, Riley, we're getting old school with it.
Oh,
the first one.
The original. Let me open up that page in my book. Go to the first page.
Please do.
Here. Have you heard of The Legend of Zelda?
No.
Have you heard of the original?
I don't know it. Tell me about it now.
You've seen this princess, of course. You know that princess. You know her quite well.
Yeah, I a time or two.
The first entry in the Legend of Zelda series, titled The Hyrule Fantasy: The Legend of Zelda in Japan, was released in 1986 to coincide with the new Family Computer Disk System, a Famicom peripheral with higher storage capacity that made larger games possible. Released a year later in North America and Europe for Nintendo Entertainment System on a distinctive gold cartridge. Looked a little bit something like this.
Wow.
The game featured Link, a fated hero charged with saving Hyrule, with a sword in hand. Using equipment gathered over the course of his adventure, Link explored a vast overworld. We have here, this is it. It
would have been very funny if that was it. He explored a vast overworld. Anyway.
And he died.
That was it.
Interesting notes immediately. The question mark on this page, I'm trying to hold it close enough for the camera to read, but like, that says Ganon. Like, they don't know who Ganon is.
Hold on, let me.
They're like, I don't know what that guy looks like.
Yeah, who? Literally who? Never heard of them.
And then this thing also has like a bunch of development documents and like the drafts of the map layout with like writing on it and shit, which fucking rules. But let's see, when Nintendo was first developing The Legend of Zelda, there was no system for moving around the map like in the final game. The initial design called for the player to immediately enter a dungeon from either the title screen or a menu. The image below shows a method they tested for displaying the entrance to the dungeon from a three-dimensional angle. And so it's like that, like, foreground, like, blocks coming up, and it's just like you flip between the fucking the dungeons like a Crash Bandicoot level select. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. No, continue.
Oh.
I'm plugging my NES in just a second here.
You're standing so still. The dungeon layout this is the thing I didn't know that's actually really fucking cool. Storing the data for the game's sizable dungeon maps meant that using the same 16 by 8 block layout in the overworld map, for efficiency's sake, the maps for level 1 through 6 were designed to fit together on a grid like of tiles.
Huh.
Like have you like if I say a tile set, you understand that, right?
Yeah.
It's just like it shows them here together, fitting together like Tetris pieces. Like right there. That's just the levels. That's so fucking cool.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, that's fucking tight. Like that is, it's genuinely like, you know me, I'm not like a disrespecter of old games. I feel like doesn't match who I am anymore. But it is like it is an interesting thing to go back and see like how they make this bad boy work. Oh, hi there, Legend of Zelda. Many years ago, the Prince of Darkness, Prince of Darkness, Ganon.
Yeah. He's got 2 N's at this point. Please continue what you're saying, though. I'm just changing so that everyone knows which game we're on. There we go.
It's only running at 17 FPS. You really got to improve your computer.
Why is it only running at F? It's not for me.
Because you're paused away. You're clicked away. It's just because it says at the top of the screen.
Okay. Yeah, don't make me panic like that.
You're good, baby. Don't worry.
Not after everything we've been through.
All right. Now, Jay, we originally said we were going to cut to be right back to bring this back up, which is how you were going to share the game with me, and then we very cleverly did it a different way.
Yeah. So let me. Nobody worry about anything that's about to happen. Don't worry about anything that's about to happen. Vazoom. We'll be right back. Don't worry about it. We're back. It's all back. Everything's fine. Yeah. Dance for the blue candle. Dance for the red candle. What about the blue ring and the red ring? The raft, we love the raft.
We love a raft.
Magic. Hello. Mrs. Ashley B is worrying twice. That's not good.
Yeah, no, you don't have to worry. Don't worry. What I do want to say before we really get into the muck here and we start going is this is again an older game. And in old games, they do decide sometimes to
Riley, did you? Oh, never mind. Sorry, your mic went weird, like you unplugged it for a second, but you're back.
Are we good? Am I good? Older games sometimes decide to flash an absurd amount of lights in front of your face.
Yes.
And so please be aware, keep your head on a swivel, because we will try to like prevent or dodge shit like that.
We will.
But like we learned with Zelda 2, sometimes they're just like, hey! So
Absolutely.
maybe if you're photosensitive, keep that shit in another tab. Be ready.
We will do everything we can, but these things do happen sometimes. That's a really good shout. Riley, I have paused the game here just so we can absorb the plot that there is here. Do you want to narrate since I'm playing?
Many years ago, Prince Darkness Ganon stole one of the Triforce with power. Princess Zelda had one of the Triforce with wisdom. She divided it into 8 units to hide it from Ganon before she was captured. Okay. Many years ago, the Prince of Darkness Ganon stole one of the pieces of the Triforce of power. Princess Zelda had the Triforce of wisdom. She divided it into 8 different pieces to hide it from Ganon.
All right. Which is what we... And Link, you must save her. You must find the 8 units and save her.
I'm always finding the 8 units.
I love to do that.
You know what it is.
Yeah. Oh, I do. I just forgot for a second that you can only navigate that menu by using select and start. Oh, now what's interesting here is that all this text appears to be... I understand what I'm doing. No, come on. How do I...
You just hitting the space button?
Hold on. We're gonna go over to...
No, file 2.
Oh, okay. For some reason, B is A and A is B on my controller right now.
But buddy, you remember how those used to be?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, listen, using an Xbox controller to control a Nintendo game is bad when it's a new game. look at this little graveyard. Look at Io, or look at just who's stuck up there.
Rest in peace. You will never be born, and yet you live in death. You
will never be born. And Riley, we're now just in it. Do you have any? Do you have experience with Zelda 1? How do you feel as we step into this?
My first Zelda game is like the N64. I've never fucked with an NES with my own 2 hands. Super Nintendo was the first console I ever had near me. So this is like, I'm trying not to be disrespectful. I'm trying to find a way to describe this stuff without being disrespectful.
It's okay. Listen, a lot of NES games look like shit. It's okay. You can say it.
Yeah. Like, I understand that it's important. I understand that it came from a very beautiful part, but I'm just like, I don't know, man.
I don't think this game looks like this is one of those games where I'm like this. I like the sprite work they did with the limits they had, right? The same way a lot of NES games look. I don't necessarily love looking at it all the time. I think Zelda 2 looks like surprisingly great compared to this, to be honest.
Yes.
Or
I
just in
agree with
general,
that.
I was in general very pleasantly surprised by how Zelda 2 looks when we did that.
I agree with you.
Whereas this is, it's a pretty early NES game. Seraph mentioned feeling the same way about the 64, and I agree with that. I feel maybe more that way about some 64 games. I think Zelda on the 64 looks good, but like some.
That's insane to me to like think, but like that's just because like that's the one that I like grew up with, and so I'm like, that one's beautiful, and everything before that is for the clowns.
Yeah, for sure.
Buy something, will ya?
I love him. He's got the same tunic we do. He just doesn't have the hat.
What is your story?
Who
Mario?
knows? That's the whole story. That's what he's got. But yeah, I first played the first Zelda in the like All Stars play it for 10 minutes mode in Smash Bros. Brawl, because they had.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Something I wish they kept doing, but of course they couldn't, because then you start having 3DS characters in it and shit, and it's like, how do you? I am gonna die, which is fine.
You're fine. You got it. I
have never gotten far in this. This is gonna be a rough one to review on our scale, I'm telling you right now, because it is just like, here's the plot and then go.
Yeah, and it's like no overworld hearts, right? And so
there was one. We just only saw one in the 13 enemies I've killed.
Oh.
It's okay. We gotta see what death
that's
looks
not
like.
flashes.
We gotta face it.
I appreciate this.
They couldn't figure out a way to make the system do flashes yet. Okay,
we can't put any kids on the fucking ground.
No,
let's go right. Let's check out right.
Which so that's the thing, right? Is like, take a little sippy of my drinky. We did Breath of the Wild a couple months ago and talked a lot about it, and like. I really like that game, and I think it's really interesting that like part of how that game was made is they really we want to like emulate the feeling of just like you're in a world from this game, right? Like you can very much I don't know, I think anyway it's like very clearly in that DNA, like they, and so now to come back to this and be like, well, it's nice that this game did lead to a game I like to play. This is not the game I like to play, but it's nice that they eventually. What did I just get?
Yeah, a time thing. They stopped all the baddies.
Yeah.
Does it last between screens?
No. I wonder if it would have kept going on that screen though.
Interesting. Yeah, it's very much like the. Wow, Grandpa, how did you used to play video games?
Yeah.
And it's like I would load up a game and I'd just start walking around the orange screen, and well, I loved that. That made me so happy. I met your grandmother that way.
She was a Tektite. I was a Octorok.
Can I make it any more obvious? You gotta stop fighting. You gotta push past.
I know. I gotta just go. Well, once I lose a couple hearts, I'm like, I gotta get more hearts, but they do not drop hearts very often. You're so right. I'm just gonna run. And I can also save scum if I need to. I would just rather not unless it's vitally.
I don't think there are lives, which is nice. So like, I don't think you'll need to save scum, because this isn't like they're not having arcade sensibilities in here yet.
Well, yeah, but like if we get to a point on the map, we don't want to go all the way back to. Same as with being in the dungeon in Zelda 2 when we did that. This is not my beautiful game. This is not my Link, Seraph. You're so right. Yeah, that is kind of how I feel. Is like this. It's like how canonically in the Donkey Kong canon, Cranky Kong or whatever is the original Donkey Kong from the first couple of Donkey Kong games. That's what this game is to like what I love about The Legend of Zelda, where it's like it's sitting in its rocking chair in the background, and that's very nice. And I'm not gonna wake it up if I see it's taking a nap.
Yeah, there is the draining sensation in my heart where I'm like, damn, we're gonna play this game for 2 hours.
It doesn't have to be 2 hours. We can do it for one.
We got it.
Fine.
We got it.
Okay.
No. We got it. We have to give it its fair fucking shake.
Now, I do kind of like, though, like, you're exploring around and, oh, here's a random guy. He's just a shop guy, but they're like, I get it. It's not making me enjoy the game anymore, but like, I am looking at this and like, if you're a kid in 1985 or whatever, Yeah, dude, this is like an impossibly huge adventure, and it's so much more detailed than like Pong, which is the only other thing, like Pong and
you're used to getting a wooden horse for Christmas, and that's the coolest thing you've ever seen, because you're like, wow, look at how they've imitated life.
Hey, let's play money-making game.
Do you mind if we play money-making game?
Would it be okay, y'all, not to be rude or unwoke about it, but I would like to play money-making game.
I would love to understand. Are you saying this old man's a racist?
I don't know. You could be. Okay. Hit that.
I want the plus 20. Yeah.
Yep. I'd like to plus 20, but I walk over it and nothing happens.
I can't. Okay.
Oh, okay. It's just like you choose one of the 3 and it's random what they are. All right. Well, we lost 10 rupees. That's fine.
That's fine. That wasn't a very big money-making game.
No, it was a pretty small money-making game. I would say the amount of money to make was rather small overall. So what we're going to do, I'm just kind of going around. Something I know about this game. Oh, hello. Show this to the old woman. But I've only ever seen an old man. I don't even know what an old woman looks like. What'd we get? I do like the way this screen looks. I like the big Triforce that we're slowly filling up.
All you need to know is this.
Yeah, this is all that you will ever need. And we got a thing we can at some point use. I'm gonna actually save a state here. Hold on. Which ones? Yeah, F4 and F2, my 2 favorite keys in the alphabet. Love it. All right, here we go.
I think you save state by Alt F4.
It's just F4.
I know. I'm
being
mean.
It's okay. I like it. I like the meanness. I like the cruelty. It's good.
Everyone says I want Riley to be crueler.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna see if it keeps the item.
Nope.
Oh no, it does.
Oh,
it does
yeah,
keep the item.
yeah.
Love it. All right, never mind. I don't need to do that. So here's the
Go
deal.
north.
Yeah, I will. I know that some of the dungeons are literally in this game you bomb the right tile of ground and there's a dungeon under it, which is like the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life. But it's true.
They truly used to not respect.
There weren't rules. There wasn't a sense of what to do or what was right or wrong. You know, I was about to make a Daft Punk joke, and then I realized we'd have to do a whole bit about you and Andrew shitting on Daft Punk on the podcast.
There's so many.
And I just didn't want to do it.
Andrew Sherman has had an extremely anti-Daft Punk week, and I brought this up to him at the podcast before we started recording the podcast. He's like, it's so weird because I don't ever think about Daft Punk.
Right.
Which I was like, another mean Daft Punk thing to say.
It doesn't surprise me that Andrew doesn't think about Daft Punk at all. I wouldn't really expect him to. But yeah, you know, sometimes you just say something you can't take back, and you have to face your friends and coworkers and loved ones who may have gotten the 10th anniversary vinyl of Random Access Memories for Christmas just weeks ago. The joke I was gonna make was how in that album there's a song where they have like a guy from the 70s who fucking invented disco beats or whatever, like talking over a beat about like how when he started there was no concept of what was correct when making music. That's how this game is. Like there was no concept of what was correct. This is the Giorgio by Moroder of video games.
We're looping, Jay. We're not moving on the map.
No, wait, what? No, here we go. Yeah, no, we were just in several. Riley, we're in an old video game, is what I think you saw. Oh,
because on the map we weren't moving. Hi, Greenie.
We have just entered what the game calls level 5. We have just wandered into the 5th dungeon, Riley.
All right, let's go investigating.
I know what the first dungeon is, because I played a little bit of this, and I feel like if I wandered long enough, I could get us there, but I don't really remember this map very well. Oh, how do I think we need
it's so
bombs
interesting, like, because you can see the structure of this game, like, tangibly. Like, you could see that they're like, this is a tile set, and we move to the right.
Yeah.
And, like that's fascinating.
Yeah. Okay, and it brings us back to the start of this.
That's a really friendly design. Is that true to the game, or is that...
I think I might be playing like the DX version of Zelda 1 or something. Cause I could almost promise you that is not in the original. Like if you put,
I'd be surprised if you like
NES cart in.
If you put an original NES card in and you died, it would delete the game off the console.
It would kick you. It would kick you in the balls and laugh at you. It would laugh at you like Nelson Simpsons. Oh, we need a candle in here, I think. But I guess not, because we can see everything.
Man, I still have the fucking
I'm gonna come back in there in a minute.
Chat, so you know a little bit of what's happening here. Earlier today, mere moments ago, Champs in the Making is being recorded in Studio B right next to us. And they just said that round 4 was done. And we are truly in the time frame where Champs is going to be getting faster and faster and faster. And like, I'm scared. I'm like genuinely like, oh God.
What do we do when it's all
We're
over?
going to be done with Champs this year.
Yeah, it's very scary. I am not the same person I was when we're literally and figuratively, we're not the same network we were when Champs began. So much has changed in our lives.
That's so scary.
The end of Champs is something we've talked about like it's a joke, even though we all knew it would eventually come. The same way that, I don't know, dying is.
Yeah.
You know?
It really is. It really is. I'm just like, fuck, dude.
I just can't.
Okay, I gotta start reaching out to people for the final matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, look at this. Like,
yeah, I can't get through there.
They're already 6 rounds into the last. There are 32 rounds in round 5, and there's 6 rounds in. They're like, we're finishing this tonight.
Jesus
Christ. What's Dig Dogger? What did you call me?
Dig Dogger hates certain kind of sound. Do you remember those guys with the big bunny ears I was fighting in the other room?
Yeah.
That.
No, actually, I don't. I don't know why I lied. I'm sorry. I was not watching.
Oh, I just heard him and he shot a laser ball at me. I do like when an NPC punishes you for attacking him.
It feels like it's early to be like an early game to have that punishment in mind. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, that actually, like, that's because, you know, you have like the cuckoos that'll attack you if you attack them too many times. In other games, you have like other Zelda games that have like a shopkeeper who will attack you back. It is like, oh, it's fun, you know, in the same way that like sometimes you'll see a clip from a very old movie and you'll be reminded that old movies were still funny sometimes, no matter how far back you go.
Yes.
Oh, they were funny with it sometimes, even back then.
That's how I feel watching Arsenic and Old Lace, where I'm like, man, they got it. Like, this is funny.
All right, so we need to use bombs to concuss those guys because they don't like the sound, which is something in later Zelda games that I forgot was in this one. That's also a thing that is like slightly more sophisticated than I would expect from this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I guess we have to go to dungeons 1 through 4, maybe.
Yeah, whatever. We'll find. I feel like 1 is like in this very general direction. Like I'm gonna go this way and then south a little ways. Oh, a fairy! Come back! No.
I need the healing from you, ma'am.
Damn, I guess not. Music, I will already say, will be a tough score on this one, because this obviously does give us the Zelda theme, but it is kind of all it gives us, which is going to be a little hard to quantify, because this does sound cool, I think, for being on the NES.
Yeah, I mean, I love a like truly 8-bit music, and I love the the way that it's using bass here. Like where you're like boom 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 boom.
Yeah,
that's fun. That's like I think it's a clever use of that.
I think so too. Is it this way?
Hey, let's go across the bridge.
I think, yeah, here's the first dungeon. I recognize this. This is the one dungeon I've played through in this game before.
What do you think happened to the Deku tree to get him fucked up like that and all over the place?
Well, there was another tree like that we were in earlier. We saw this, but it was green earlier. Do we think there were multiple Deku trees in this Hyrule and they all fucking died at once?
They all fucking beefed it at once?
Yeah, well, now this is in the, I don't know if we've talked about this that much. How do you feel about the official Zelda timeline?
Oh, it's stupid.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good.
It's dumb. you and I have talked about how like the thing that makes Zelda interesting is not that there is a cognizant timeline, it is that it is a donut shop, and sometimes they like will use flour, butter, and boiling water to make a different kind of donut with the same ingredients. Like, I am not looking for like, but which did you make the glazed before you make the chocolate sprinkle? I don't care. That's not important to me.
Yeah.
What is important to me is like when they are the same character, and so it's like, or Ocarina of Time, like the hero of time, the hero of winds, like those guys are interesting to me.
Yeah.
Not because like
when there are ones that are
followed
direct sequels to each other, right? Like that can't, like, you know, Majora's Mask is interesting for being the sequel to Ocarina of Time. Even Phantom Hourglass.
Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds, because they take place in the same Hyrule. Like that is cool to me, but I also like it when they're like, here's a whole new guy. Death Mountain's over here now.
Yep.
All right.
No,
60 frames per second. You got this.
I'm so glad you're letting people know what the frame rate is. The world must know.
I think it's on the screen.
Oh, it is. You're right. I'm
not
looking down there. I'm looking up here. Oh, I got the thing.
Oh, fuck him up.
That is really cool. I don't remember that. I didn't know that was in this game at all. Hey, that's Stasis right there. That's fucking Breath of the Wild Stasis.
You're right.
That's really interesting to me. I love that. The Dark Souls of video games. Thank you, Sylvia. You're so right.
Stupid. Bad.
It is. We love it. It's very silly. But no, on the timeline, like, I agree with you. I think it's very funny that they retroactively, like, the only way they could fit this game and the other, like, most of the other early Zelda games in is by saying, I don't know, they're from a timeline where Ganon wins in Ocarina of Time, which is like, yeah, whatever. This only happens in a timeline where fucking Impa is a chocolate maker. Like, whatever. Like,
it's like you're just saying stupid shit. Like, fuck you. Who are you trying to impress, Nintendo?
This is in one where Link, instead of going out in Ocarina of Time to adventure, just drank beers with the Deku Tree until the world ended. Like, it's very silly.
Hold on. Roll that one back.
Okay, you like that one. You're
Say that
again.
One.
All right, Link shows... No, all right, here's what it is. Link goes on those first 3 dungeons as a child in Ocarina of Time. Then he shows up as an adult. He's a teen. And he's like, hey, new Deku Tree, who's there? What's up? I just learned what sex and beer are.
Wow. Is this a Max Landis comic?
Let's drink one of them and talk about how cool the other one is. And then they just do that while Ganon takes over Hyrule.
This is a popular webcomic in the year 2000.
Oh yeah. Oh, is this oh, hello. Sometimes there's just a guy in a dungeon in these games.
Hi, my name's Carl.
I'm Elder Carl the Old. I've been here for 100 years being an old fuck. Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. There is something fun about, like, the words just being like, oh shit, sorry buddy. I keep
You gotta stop stabbing them. You gotta stop stabbing the elderly people you meet.
It's no, I'll never stop. I will bring wrath to the old for what they've done by initiating the cycle of climate change on our planet. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, no, it is very funny to me that, like, that's the only way they could fit this into the timeline is by, like, yeah, whatever. It didn't work. The other games you played didn't work, and that's how you get this one. It just didn't
You didn't play Ocarina of Time, and so this is your fault.
Yeah, you skipped it, idiot. Look what you did. You fucked this up. We got the map. Look at that.
The map on the map.
Yeah, and there is something kind of fun about, like, the maps, like, all being, I mean, not fun, but just, like, interesting about, like, they are, I think you said this earlier, like, they are building, like, complex areas out of rectangles like that, which is, you know, it's cool to see them figure out, like, a game map like this for the first time. Even if it's very rudimentary, it's neat to see that.
It's in the way that, like, playing this would teach me how to make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When people talk about, like, I wish there was a Zelda Maker like there's Mario Maker, I think this is the kind of thing they're thinking about a lot, where, like, it is a little grid segmented, but you still have, like, infinite tools within that kind of.
I would Oh man, I want like a Zelda maker. I want a Zelda Essentials for RPG maker. I want something like that.
It's
because
just
it's truly. I just want to make my own Zelda game. So that right there is a door. Then is that correct? No,
what?
I guess not.
This?
Never mind. Oh, compass.
Yeah, I thought we went in this room, but I guess not.
No, compass.
No, I'm going back. I'm grabbing it. I was just looking back up.
Jay, the compass. Jay, please, the compass.
Oh, the compass. You sound like you're trying to say que pasa, but like you have headphones on and can't hear that you're saying it wrong. This like a joke in a mid-2000s comedy about some shitheads who go to vacation in Mexico.
Oh, we're just really bad to do we not have it today? This is like one of those days that Andrew and I record the podcast, Mike, so we both look at each other and are like, no, that one goes in the vault.
I said to you earlier that we can do this for 1 hour, not 2. I'll also say we didn't start playing this until 8 instead of 7:30, but like we can just go until 9:30 as if we started at 7:30. Nobody has to know.
The true problem is in my brain has just been screaming, play Helldiver.
We can also play a dungeon of this, rank this, go to BRB, I'll buy and download Helldivers 2, and we can play that for a while.
I don't think your internet's fast enough.
I don't know. How long did it take you to download it? I got okay internet.
I've got gigabit speed, and it took me 30 minutes.
Okay, we're not doing that tonight then. We just got
boomerang
and bombs. We got it all.
Got the whole guy, the whole kit and caboodle?
The kitten and the caboodle are both actively involved in the current situation. Look at that. Hey, it crosses the XY axis. It's zooming around.
Look at that. That's beautiful. That, nothing like it. Gotta change the way you play this game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Easy.
Oh, it's a massy hand.
Wall master, get out of here. The door, Jay.
I know. I was seeing if I could kill him, but you're right. Let's not bother. I did say Master Hand thinking I was right for some reason. And here's our boss.
Is that a Gliok?
Yeah, I think so. Or is the Gliok the one with the 3 heads? Because that's different. That's like in a different place.
Oh, then is this just an Ock?
Yeah, I think it is an Ock. It's Doc Ock. I'm seeing if... Oops, I should have save stayed when we came in here is what I should have done.
You should have.
I will come back and do that. I was trying to see if the boomerang would actually hurt it, and I don't think... Or not hurt it, but stun it, but I don't think it did.
It did not. I was watching.
But yeah, some of these early bosses are called very strange things. I believe that's an Aquamentus.
Fascinating.
I don't know why I even know that.
What does the word aqua mean to you, Nintendo of the 80s?
I don't know. This dungeon... Why did I go in here? Wrong room. This dungeon is right by a little stream.
I guess, yeah, you're in a lake.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to say anything. Do I want to see anything? Do I want to? Is there anything out there? Anything I want to think about?
We've pulled out a very long day and are playing the least commentatable Zelda game.
It really is. This is one of those things where I'm like, am I a fake fan? I'm like, no, I'm not a fake fan. I just like what I like and I don't like what I don't like.
All right, let's talk about that though. We can't talk a lot about this game. Let's have a conversation about what you just said. Tell me about games that you kind of feel that way about that are hold on. Uh-oh. I couldn't remember which one was the right key to hit.
It's Alt F4, Alt F4.
Well, it's F4 and F2. No, it's F2.
Alt F4 to save state and Control W to load state.
No, it's F2 to save, F4 to load. Aren't you glad I didn't listen to you?
Banana.
Banana, so true.
Orange, you glad I banana.
Orange, you glad. I'm going to take your strategy from Triforce Heroes here.
Yeah, get closer. Gotta close that distance.
I know. I was scared of the little flames. There we go.
There you go. Get that fairy. Get that fairy. Get that fairy.
I was gonna say that fairy's gonna come into terrain I can step on. Tell me, what are other games that you feel the exact way about that you just described feeling about Zelda? Because I also feel that way about this. Yeah, there it is. Sorry. Here's one of our units. We got a unit. How nice.
Truly, as far as we're saying game, I don't like what I don't like.
Well, no, just that you don't really like the original, right? That you love entries in the series. Gen 1 Pokemon does not move me emotionally in any way other than recognizing guys I like. Kanto is a neutral dead ground to me.
the sidestep of this is like all 2D Sonic games, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers,
2D
things
Sonic.
I'm like I would kill to never see again.
Sure. You know what? That trailer for I'm going over here because I want to think about this for a second and not have to concentrate on the game for 1 second. The trailer for the X-Men 94 cartoon that Disney's doing just came out. I have friends who love the original X-Men cartoon. I was an X-Men Evolution person. I feel the same way about that.
Yes. That was like, watch that and Teen Titans. Like, let's go.
Oh yeah.
Art Martinez Tebble had like a tweet about it, which is like maybe more negative than I would vocalize, but also, yeah, you're right. Which is just kind of to the effect of like, if you make something today, you don't have to make it look like shit. Even if you're making it like to match a style, you don't have to make it look like shit. Yeah, the X-Men cartoon looked like shit in 1997. It looks worse with 27 years of age on it. Don't make stuff look like shit because you're slaves to nostalgia. You don't have to make this for no budget anymore. You're the biggest studio on the planet.
Okay,
the
to
Bruce
be fair,
Timm Batman cartoon. The Bruce Timm Batman cartoon is a contemporary of this X-Men cartoon, and the distance in artistry is a chasm bigger than the Grand fucking Canyon.
To be fair, I from that trailer, I thought the new X-Men cartoon looks fine. Like, I don't think they're making it look hideous on purpose from the shots that were in it, but I don't know. Boy, this sure just is a world map that you go around. I'm like wandering into places we've been before and being like, oh yeah, I had no mental consciousness to the fact that I'd already been here. Yeah, no, but I
Oh, dog, it's dire in here today.
It's dire in here today. Riley, are you excited to get your new phone? We're doing a Podcast Minds episode now, motherfucker.
Yeah. The Podcast Minds episode. We're not gonna make a podcast, but I will just tell you a fucking idiom about my life. And it is yes. I'm excited to get a new phone. Old woman, give her the blue thing.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh,
because my phone now does this. I don't know if you can see that chat, that big white line at the side of my screen.
Why that doesn't seem right?
No, it does means that I can like do that and like I don't feel any shame about it. Like it's already broken, which is like powerful to me.
For sure, certainly.
So is this Koame or Katake because she has blue and red potions?
I mean, every Zelda game has blue and red potions, and
yeah,
Koame
but this is an old woman in a cave. Look at her.
No, I mean, if anyone, Koame and Kotake don't do potions. That's fucking syrup or maple or.
They do in
else,
Majora's
right?
Mask. They do in Majora's Mask.
They don't in the game that they're originally from or any other but Majora's Mask. You can't be a Majora's Mask is the only real canon motherfucker on me on episode 9 of this series, Riley. Not after we already did Majora's Mask.
Well, maybe you say that she can't, she didn't do it in her first appearance, unless this is her first appearance.
Well, where's the other one? Why would they not be together? Why would they be separated like that?
That's Twin Rova,
no,
Jay.
She's
That's
not
Twin
red
Rova.
And blue. She would have to be red and blue.
What color were those
Twin
potions?
Rova.
What color were those potions, Jay?
I don't know how to tell you that I don't care that they sell potions in the one game that's set in one of the games that's set in a dream universe.
God.
Oh God.
I hope we're trying, gamers.
I think you feel like this is going worse than I feel like it's going. I feel like I'm just hanging out with my friend Riley playing a Zelda game that neither of us really like.
Hey Jay, actually hold on. Do you want to cut this and just start playing Borderlands 3 with the Twitch integration?
That'd be really funny. I forget how the Twitch integration even works.
I've never tried it. I've never tried the Twitch integration.
What does it do?
I don't know. Maybe chat and some badasses and stuff.
Do I still have that installed? I probably do.
I haven't deleted it because I've kept the dream alive that we will go back to it.
And I should too. I want to say this is the longest. Oh, are we in the Lost Woods?
No, because this is exactly what I thought of the other place too, where I was like, we're not moving on the map. But like,
it is a lot of these in a row. I think this is the Lost Woods. I think they programmed a Lost Woods into this motherfucker. Chat, does anyone know if they programmed a Lost Woods into this motherfucker? Can someone confirm the presence of a Lost Woods in this motherfucker?
Borderland buddies.
We can't ditch. We have to follow this through. We can end early, or we can. All right, we have to at least score the game.
We have to score the game.
We have to do our.
We
rubric.
have to score the game. We've beaten a dungeon. We're in the mucky muck of the whole thing. We're going. You've seen this opening page a million times.
We did a dungeon.
You did a dungeon. You got 2 items. You got 3 items.
This is
the Legend of Zelda.
Jay and Riley can have an off week as a treat.
Jay and Riley can have an off week as a treat.
Thank you, Mighty Carrick. They are the Lost Woods,
7.
but they may not be programmed as that. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. All right. Are we doing this? Are we scoring and then BRBing and just playing a different game because we've gotten sick of this after 40 hot minutes?
After 40 hot minutes.
All right.
I
zimp us over here.
Jay, don't you worry, because I've kind of gone through and I have already.
You're going.
It.
You're cooking.
I have gone through and I have listed my little collection here, and I would like to walk you through my rankings for this game.
Please.
Music, 2.
Wow. Okay.
Table setting, 1.
Okay.
Link design, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Zelda autonomy, 0. Bad guy introduction, 1. Vibes, 1. Bosses, 1. Base sum of 8. Only extra point is known characters, bringing it to a grand total of 9.
I think you're being slightly unfair with some of those, but I'll just reflect how I feel in my score, and we're not going to argue about it because I don't care that much. Riley, I had the worst fucking day at my job since I started my job today. That's all I'm going to say about that on stream. We've got a particular energy in this house tonight.
We have a particular energy in this
All right.
house.
I'm with you. Music and sound, I'm giving a 3 because I do think it's really impressive that they made the main Hyrule theme sound like as good as it does on the first try.
You're right.
No
you're
higher
right,
than
you're
that
right.
because it is kind of all you're hearing and it does get just tiring. I've seen there are like at least this for Zelda 2, I would imagine one as well. There are randomizers where it'll just randomize like what version of a Hyrule overworld theme you hear every time you go out into it. I think that kind of thing is very cool, and I would love to play this that way, honestly. Table setting is, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's a 1. It's you know, you get it and you go. It's fine, but it's whatever.
It is the thing that it is. It is the shoulder of giants that everything else is built on.
Link design is a 3. I think he looks whatever, but I do when you see art of this game, I like what a little guy he is. He's a little hobbit, but you don't see that in the game, so I don't falter you for not.
No, but that should bring it up to 3. You're absolutely right that alone would bring it up to 3 because that is a good style. I have to admit. Because this have to be real.
This is the era when, you know, like back in the beginning, Zelda is more being influenced by other fantasy media than it is these days, because now it's got its own whole thing to like influence itself by. I mean, it does still pull outside influences. All the Zonai shit looks like Aztec structures. Anyway, yeah, Zelda, you gave it a 0. I would say 1 because she's at least mentioned. Like that's the difference between a 1 and a 0, I think.
She's present. She's on the board.
Yeah, bad guy introduction 1. Yeah, he's named. He doesn't even keep his name spelled that way. Vibes.
Not even the guy.
Yeah, vibes are a 2. They do nothing for me, but again, I do like that they lead to the stuff I really like. Hey, okay, Seraph raises a good point. She does have the autonomy to shatter the Triforce into 8 pieces. Does that
is
bring
true.
her up?
That is true. I will increase to a 2.
I am
she
also
does
going to
do
increase
something.
to a 2. Seraph, thank you very much.
Seraph, you are correct.
Bosses, I threw some bombs at it. I'm trying to think if what I know of any of the bosses is like interesting enough to
affect your
no,
final
it's a
score.
fucking 1. I don't care about any of these bosses at all.
Base sum 13.
Thank you. Doesn't wake up in a bed. Known character. Modified 14. What was your modified? 12.
My modified was 12. To which let's walk over here and let's add these scores together as an incredible amount of disrespect is thrown here today. And there it is at 26 points, bringing up the rear of the pack under the Adventure of Link by Blue Sky.
Yeah. I agree with this completely. I wish we were playing Cadence of Hyrule. That would have been a fun 2 hours.
That would have been very fun. In fact, I think we keep Cadence of Hyrule on the fucking docket, and I have to play it next week.
No,
like,
no,
that is...
no. I will set up my legitimate way, my other alternative legitimate way to play it for next time it's my turn. Because we had an off-mic conversation about how you just genuinely did not enjoy this game, and I'm not gonna make you play a game you actively dislike playing for 2 hours. I just did that to myself, but I'm not making you, my friend, do the same thing. I love Crypt of the Necrodancer and would love the opportunity to be the one behind the driver's seat of that one, unless you really want to tell me not to.
No, I'm down to party. Jay, am I changing this category to Borderlands 3 right now?
Yes. Do we want to spin the wheel for next time now or after Borderlands 3?
After Borderlands 3 is even funnier.
That will be funnier. Folks, we're gonna BRB real quick. Don't worry about it. This is the most normal stream of all time.
Dance Like the Dead, old games, Borderlands. Yeah, I do need your camera. Give me your camera. I just clicked start streaming. I don't even think my computer's got OBS open yet fully.
Awesome.
Oh, fuck. God damn.
What are we doing, dude?
Are we
dying? Is this it? Do we have to retire from podcasting?
No. We're up right now. Hi, chat. How's it going? This is all intended. Everything.
God damn it.
Everything is playing out like it should. This will be one VOD. It will be given to the people as such. Jace,
we're really good at this.
Send me your fucking... You got it right here already. You're a fucking professional.
Yeah.
My computer feels like it's heaving under the weight of processing everything. Like, it's like, hey, you just switched a lot of games. Are you good? Like,
oh yeah, that's right. I'm making you do this.
Well, it kind of is now too. Like, it's kind of working fine. I don't quite know what happened, but it just stopped freaking out. And now it's freaking out for like a different discrete reason.
Oh, that's fun.
Let's see here.
You.
2-player. Is Jay loading in yet? There's Jay right there. I already got your pronouns locked and preloaded. Hi, everyone in this brand new stream. Welcome. Yeah, that's...
Hello.
Just wait. I'm getting my own camera shit locked and loaded. So thank you for your patience. My camera software is updating ever so slowly.
I'm not gonna make you stream me the game. I'm just gonna watch on Twitch.
You know, you can still watch that same Video Ninja link that I sent you.
Oh, you're right. I didn't realize you still had it up. You're so right. Let me pull
you
that
still
back
got
up
that,
here.
baby bird. Like, you are good.
You're right.
Okay. I mean, I guess that will be coming to you in the form of pasta. So actually, I will switch that as well. You're right.
Form of
You'll be getting that.
I mean, maybe not now that I'm not streaming. Who knows?
You'll be getting that in individual noodles handed to you.
All right. I'm gonna just go to the Twitch so I can also just like be in and like mod if needed.
Oh,
it's all fine.
We all those intense
really
mods, the intense raids we're gonna be getting from people going, what do you mean you aren't playing Borderlands 3?
God, we're really good at
Oh my god, dude. I'm fucking weeping, dog. It's okay.
Something has broken amongst us, but we're gonna endure, I think.
We're gonna endure, and we're gonna come together stronger as a people. This is what happens if you play an NES game, you know?
That's so true.
Your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, it all collapses into dust like souls in the wind.
I just did a very interesting thing to my that's fine. I just did a very interesting thing to my Discord where I clicked and dragged it to a point where I can no longer click on the top of the bar to click and drag it anymore. So it's just stuck where it is, which is partially on one of my monitors and partially on the other.
Fascinating. All right.
Riley, what happened to us?
I don't know. We're good. Everything's fine here. I think we're all running. I think everything is good. I think I'm just closing everything on my computer, making sure that we are running at the highest fidelity. I didn't even check volume or anything. Can you hear me? Can chat even hear me? They can. Everything is coming in. Application audio. You don't have the game audio yet. One mo.
I do actually. I do.
No,
or
you
they
do.
don't.
Yeah, but like that's because you're my special
You're
baby.
living. Hey, Seraph is. Oh, thank you. Seraph is so right. We are living Zelda
Yeah,
1 right
we
now.
separated
We are
this stream
choosing
into
our
8
own
distinct
fucking
streams.
Exactly, into 8. I forgot the word already.
Units. The word was
Eight,
units, Haas.
8 vitamin supplements. You got your whey protein, your carotene, your omega-3s.
Scattered throughout Avium are Shroud Fanes, mystic regions that are built to train the Magna and complete their challenges to gain special rewards. Okay. Are you a Shroud Frame? I would like to...
like Seraph's phrasing of, we can definitely hear Riley.
Oh, okay. Don't worry, it's that choppy for me too. Okay, we're good. Fortitude Fane. So...
This is a cool place.
Yeah.
These are fun.
Little platforming ass challenge.
It's funny because like you've got this game and you've got that Forsaken game and you've got something that like just came out that we were talking about in the video game league you and I are both in. I've forgotten the name of it. I'll try and find. But just like multiple games that are just like a very regular Banishers is the Banishers Ghosts of New Eden, where they're just like, here's a very normal looking dude in a like fantasy place that kind of looks like Destiny a little bit. They're all that, and that's fine, but like that's what I mean when I say sometimes a video game just looks like a video game. Because I feel like a lot of, and I know you're having fun with this game, I'm just like now thinking about it and interrogating it, right? Where it's like, is AAA fantasy sci-fi bankrupt for like ways to make guys look cool? Is that where we're at?
Oh, no.
I don't know if it is.
I do follow what you're saying, but like I think, and like what I want to do when I'm showcasing this game is tell you, the viewer, that I do think this game has the juice in a very unique way. It like people said it's like Wizard Call of Duty, and I don't think that's fully it. This is like this is more Quake. This is more Doom. Like I'm like doing a lot of shit. It's fast paced. It's arena based. Like it just has like a story.
An arena shooter rocks. Like good story first person shooters rock, and we don't actually get that many of them these days. I feel like you know, we don't get BioShock anymore. BioShock's, you know, such a weird thing to talk about, but like we don't get that. You don't hear Call of Duty story modes talked about anymore. Like Prey was a huge thing, and the Wolfenstein games were huge things, but like it's been a few years for those too. And New Doom, like the last New Doom didn't, I don't know, I guess people like Doom Eternal, but I feel like even Doom Eternal wasn't like hitting the same way for people that 2016 was.
Yeah, and this, I don't know, this hits in a way that I love. And like switching between the 3 kinds of magic, because I got my machine gun, I got my long range, and I have my shotgun. My shotgun's the one I really like. But like I lash out, I grab those guys, I shotgun them when they get close. I put up my shield. Boom.
Nice.
I switching to my long range. Health crystals. These guys come up over here. I use my special 2 attack. This guy's doing something. My special 1 attack. My special 2 attack again. Gotta bring down his fucking shield.
You do.
And he comes down.
There we go.
I have to get... Fuck. Oh, I did it.
You did manage to choose a different game that does have the exactly what we would have wanted out of playing Borderlands 3 here tonight.
Yeah, it is very
like,
Borderlands,
take out a shield,
dude.
You know?
It's a very Borderlands. Like, I don't know, man. It has it. It has it. I'm shooting slowdown Coop now.
You're shooting boogers. You're shooting snot.
I'm shooting boogers and snot. Okay, this guy, this big man. Okay, Jesus Christmas. Okay, hold on. I need to find some fucking health real bad. Fuck you. Okay. This guy is gonna be a problem for me. Oh, I thought he jumped off the ledge, and I was like, that rules. Oh no, he got me. Fuck. Yeah, and I got was just so loud I recoiled. Maybe
Yeah,
we're quiet.
something
Maybe
like
I
that.
gotta turn us up even more.
Maybe that's a dangerous thing with you and me in the call.
With you,
but,
with
know.
you and me, that could mean literally anything.
Oh goodness.
Oh, Jay, what do you like about shooters, and do you like shooters in
Boy.
the same way that I think I do?
Yeah, I don't seek them out that much when I'm playing, when I'm having a good time. Like I mentioned BioShock, I know, like, I don't know about that Ken Levine feller, I don't know about that new thing he's got, but like, I think very fondly on the original BioShock, like it is very like, babies first, we live in a society in a lot of ways, but like, I do think like the plasmids and all that shit in that game rock. I was a big Half-Life 2 kid. When I first had a computer that could run it, like Half-Life 2 was like kind of revelatory to me. I played a lot of multiplayer shooters. I played a lot of Overwatch back when Overwatch was good and like touchable. I played a lot of TF2 back in the fucking day. I think I've always liked a fantastical shooter more than a like military guns shooter. I had friends who always played of Call of Duty. Certainly I was not immune to the like incredible year that was, oh shit, Modern Warfare 2 is a new video game, because that was just such a like, when I think about pinnacle years in gaming, one of them I think about is 2009, and one of the reasons for that is because of that game.
Yeah, there was something special, It was just like you were truly like playing games with your friends in a like crazy way.
For sure.
Get down here.
But like, I like those. I also like, I don't know, I wish there were more other kinds of first-person games that got weird with it. Like, do you like Dishonored? Have you touched those games much?
I have heard of them, and I have tried them, and I bounced off of them. Oh, this is the move. It's just like gather them up and shotgun blast them off the fucking ledge. Fuck you.
It's one of those things that's definitely just meant as a like area control, keep your distance thing. But here it's lethal. Here it's just kick him right off the dang edge.
Okay, here you go. Fuck you.
Nice.
All right. This guy is a problem. Fuck you. Okay, C for my health crystal.
I do like that you're in a very sci-fi looking environment, but there is just a dude with a mace. Like, it's got I do... Oh, no! I like when there's kind of that blend of the two, right? Where it's like, yeah, this is clearly a sci-fi place, but also here's a guy with just a big fucking hammer or something like that. Like, I always like that.
That's what I'm saying, man. Oh, good, we got rid of him. Okay, so now it's just these freaks.
But I love the Dishonored games. I actually have never finished the second one, but I think, like, those are such interesting those are really interesting first-person stealth games in a way that I kind of feel like people always wanted the Thief games to be, and they never quite were. I like the first-person Resident Evils. I like Resident Evil 7 a lot as a like first-person horror game. I've never played all the way through Prey, and I know people like Prey for the same reason. I like a first-person game that is just like really getting creative with what you can do from that perspective, and weirdly, like, when you and I were teenagers, like, military first-person shooter was the thing everyone was like, oh fuck, we have to be this now. Now we don't get that many of these outside of like, here's, this or a, live service game that's that way.
Yeah, and like this is doing interesting things with its magic, and frankly I am enjoying its little story, and like I am enjoying, like, I don't know, I do a little challenge, and I got 3 skills to go into my skill tree. Let's open up my skill tree. What do I want to put?
Oh, that's a good looking skill tree. Okay.
3 different types of magic, each one then like you unlock different shit. So let's see here. Blast wave does corrosion. Absolutely, we'll unlock that. I'll integrate that in my personality. I should go to blue though, because I need to upgrade my shield because my shield kept cracking. Blue, increase damage, increase the health of my shield spell. Absolutely. My shield spell explodes when it breaks, knocking enemies back. There we go. All right, so let's go on to the next like story bit here. So I am a soldier in the Everwar. I'm about to say some nouns at you, okay?
Oh, this is some Destiny. Yeah, you did used to play Destiny. All right. Yeah, tell me what the adversary and the darkness are doing against the light.
I am a soldier in the Everwar, and the Everwar is being waged between all these nations and one bad fucking guy. That bad guy, whose name I can't remember, has taken out literally everyone else except for us here, and he's trying to gain control of these ley lines, ley lines of magic. And they course across the world in a very real way. And he wants to drag them all together to like make it so the rivers don't exist anymore, or your trees just die because it's magic. And so we are at our like kind of last bastion at the statue of this big fucking guy.
You know what other game has ley lines of magic that are important to the story is a little game called The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks.
It's very similar to Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks in here,
Yeah, where's the train? Where's the fucking train at?
Oh, what's your shit?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. What? Oh.
He just... Well,
He just said, no, you can't go there.
I wanted that bridge. Oh, hi, big man.
Oh. Those are cool. All right, I kind of take back what I was saying before. These are some good-looking guys.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a good like.
Jesus Christmas! Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I love a dash. Okay.
You're kind of selling me on this as at least like a game I'll pick up on sale at some point. Honestly.
It's on sale
like,
right now for $29.
Okay, hey, I guess who bought a PS5 1 American month ago? I'm gonna see if it's on sale on there.
Like
maybe
it genuinely, and it has a free 2-hour demo.
Okay.
Which is like how I played. I played the 2-hour demo, and that carries over flawlessly to the actual game. And then it's just like, cool. Like, let's go.
I do want you to know this only is for you and me, really. Pete from Hilo Hyrule just told me he's been loving the season of Interstitial Infinity that we've been doing.
Oh, that means a lot to me.
Which is lovely.
I appreciate that a lot. I also love this season of Interstitial Infinity.
Hey, y'all, listen to Interstitial Infinity. You know. Riley Hopkins, they're amazing friends wherever you listen to podcasts. You know the deal.
Oh, I just realized I didn't have my camera up. I feel like I should half work on
Have you
getting
not had
that.
your camera up this whole time?
No, I'm just a black orb sitting here.
I've been on camera and you have not. That's very funny.
You're playing this game alone.
Yeah. What's up, gamers? I'm playing Immortals of Avium. The buttons do things. Here I go.
Hut. Yeah. We are about to enter what I think is... Oh.
How you braving the roads?
I'm not gonna say it's great out here, sir.
Zoom orb. Skype orb.
Appointment?
Is that nerves I hear?
Nervous about what, sir? Trying to join the most elite Magni order in the world?
This is what I mean, where like...
To learn, you know?
Your guy just talks like a little bit like a guy in a Marvel movie. Like,
he does.
Oh, what do you mean I should be nervous, dude? Like there's that snark to it in that way that's like, I guess this is how fantasy protagonists sound now.
There is a snark to it that is like, I can see how it would be taken as Marvel movie, but he has something that isn't Marvel that is like more interesting than that like I think like I don't know, like the game is aware of that, of like, oh, this is kind of like, he's kind of cringe at times.
Okay.
Like
I was gonna ask you if the thing he's got is just that you like the thing he's in, but I believe I at least semi believe you if you say that's not the case.
Yeah,
I at least mostly believe. You know what I mean? We're like, well, I think there might be a little bit of that, but
there's been wisecracks, but there's been no, well, that just happened. You know what I mean?
Yes, I very much know what you mean.
I don't think I have a spell for
This has the feeling to me of like, I this is gonna sound like an insult, and I don't mean it that way. I know you don't read a lot of books, but you know, like you ever been to a used bookstore or just somewhere where that has a lot of like old like pulp sci-fi novels? And you've seen like old Star Wars books and shit like that, like the kind of old pulp sci-fi novels that just don't come out anymore. That used to be, you could buy one for like $3 and it's just a little paperback with like an insane looking alien painted. Like, that is the type of sci-fi fantasy that this feels like to me, where it's just like its own whole original world that's just a little book series that like probably not a ton of people bought, but back when like publishing made money, enough people bought that it was just kind of making its little money and carrying along. Like, that's what this feels like to me.
It does, and like that's kind of the sauce, I guess.
Yeah,
like,
I get that.
It,
okay,
like,
yeah.
It's hitting me in a similar way to playing the Darkness for the first time did.
I've never played those, but I'm sure I have like equivalents to that. 'Cause
The
I
Darkness
kinda-
is also a special game. All right, let me
I know
see.
people like it. I feel like I learned what the Darkness was when 2 came out, and I feel like people were mixed on 2.
people were mixed on two. One was like a very special. All right, there we go. Don't worry, Jay. I'm getting my camera working.
Thank God. God forbid something not work on this stream. God forbid something not
Hey,
function as
chat.
planned.
No one snitch. Okay.
No one snitch. Chat, if anyone knows how to fix an Elgato 60X, you let me know. Just kidding. I need to get an Elgato that's just plugged into my computer, and I know
Okay.
it.
Let's up the brightness a little bit here. Okay. All right, there we go. Perfect. Okay. That actually might be too much juice for my computer to handle right now, having that running as well. Damn. All right, I'm putting Shadow away.
Oh no! Goodbye. Oh, is that what you had up? I wasn't watching the stream.
Just put it up. All right,
oh,
here we go.
bye, Shadow. We saw you so briefly. I would never snitch on Shadow the Hedgehog. Hey, listen to me.
The dead.
Don't fucking snitch on my friend Shadow the Hedgehog.
I never knew there were that many immortals.
Oh no, it's everyone across Avium that fell in the Everwar. The Palathon tracks it somehow, all the way back. You know, we're still not really sure.
Not to keep leaning on this, but even this guy has the same haircut every guy who works in tech has. Like, this guy has the Brad Shoemaker from Giant Bomb has this haircut. Like, that's what I mean, where it's like stuff that's sci-fi. And I don't mean this as a serious knock against the game. It's just very funny that like a lot of sci-fi and fantasy has like modern hot guy haircuts in it now in a way that's like who is the stylist who's doing this in the Fey realms, you know?
Absolutely no idea where to go.
Baldur's Gate 3 has some motherfuckers like that.
I remember Kirkan talking about the Jack from Seren a few times. Said you'd make a great immortal one day.
Huh. She said that?
No. I'm just trying to calm your nerves, man.
I don't know. That's cute to me.
Don't mind me asking,
No, that's cute. That's good. Yeah.
how long have you been
Jack is your name, much like Jack and Daxter. What is this character's full name, Riley?
I just think it's Jack. I haven't.
No. Didn't someone say what the full name was in one of our internal Moonshot discords and it was something funny?
They might have.
I'm gonna look that up.
I'll get some of those writs myself just as soon as I look up what writs are.
I thought his name was like Jack Good Guy or something like that.
No, you're thinking of Saul Goodman or Soul Bad Guy, whichever one.
Yeah.
Two brothers
But-
diametrically opposed.
Me and a friend of mine were recently rewatching some of the anime Soul Eater, and he did text me the words Soul Goodman one night, and that made me laugh for about 24 uninterrupted hours. Anyway, yeah, so you're a Jack Goodman, son of Saul Goodman.
All right.
Uh,
Oh, what do we got here? We got children. We got Padawans.
There's some kiddos. There's some
Got another one for
kiddos.
group 5.
No.
Oh, those aren't children. Those are people those are adults wearing masks.
Jack here's the soldier that was crucial to the rout at Yilthium Fields.
Kirkan's pet initiate.
I'm literally standing right here.
The path is ready for this group, and I'm not asking.
Okay, I'm literally standing
Uh-huh.
right here. You can't tell me that's not that just happened.
It's in the same vein. I will give you that, but I don't know,
It's
man.
the same.
It hits for
It's
me.
the
It hits for
same.
me.
That's fine. I'm not trying to tell you
Yeah.
the game is bad. I'm just trying to tell you.
Why are you talking about?
I don't know, man. It's fine. I don't need to yuck your yum. He's got an interesting little face tattoo, also.
Nightmares
It glows when he does cool, unique magic.
That's cool.
Okay, ignore me. It's cool.
On the other, stern lecture from Kirkan
He,
explaining evil.
Tony Stark in the MCU would say all of these things. That's the last I'll say about it. I'm not gonna keep doing it.
No,
I
you're
just
right.
had to
Listen,
point it
you're
out a couple
right. You're
times.
right. But I think it's interesting
fine.
to then look at like what makes this guy work for me that makes them not work.
Is
Yeah. Do you think?
Welcome to
I genuinely okay. It's funny that she said "shut up" right as I was about to start a sentence. We have to acknowledge that was funny. Do you think the thing that works more is just that this is a video game?
your life work.
It
Like,
does help that
genuinely,
it's a
like,
video game, and I do like accept like meanness and like
Really short version.
bad
I didn't mean
writing.
it as a mean thing. You know? Oh yeah.
Like
for real?
More like absorbed into
This is like the dynamic, I guess, that it's not like Borderlands humor, but it's like that same kind of like everyone's just like running their fucking mouth that is like
let it shake you.
Borderlands humor, and then also like the stories you would write with your friends.
I'm
Yeah,
Zendara,
yeah.
of House Cadus, Warden of the Path, an oath sworn to the immortals by ancient trees.
You know what's something.
It was nice knowing you, Jack.
You know what's something I'm thinking of here is like, because despite what I'm pointing out, this strikes me as a game where like.
Isn't she great?
So I played through Spider-Man 2. Do you like or care about the PS5, PS4 Spider-Man games at all?
No, because
Are
I
those
don't
on
have a
your radar at all?
PS5, and also like
That's fair.
I'm not a big fan of those games. But yeah, I'm down to talk.
okay.
Talk to me about them. Talk to me about them.
So I think they play incredibly. I like them. I love Spider-Man. I don't think either of them are like Game of the Year games, but they're just kind of you know, they're good popcorn games to me. I got a PS5 recently. I beat 2 in a couple of weeks. I like 2, but something that really struck me that I need to find the right way to talk about as I'm talking about here is that like there is this thing with the dialogue in those games where like so you've got Peter Parker and Miles Morales in 2. Like they're both Spider-Man, which is great. It's really cool. They do it very well. I like that's the most fun, exciting thing about that game to me.
Oh, this
that
is-
and the Venom shit rocks. You're going through some cool shit right now.
This is kind of a tight platforming sequence where like things
Yeah.
are moving really quickly.
I like that. Yeah, that seems pretty sick. But so, you know, that stuff's all well and good. But there's this feeling of like, there are ways in which we can't let these characters be wrong about things because we need you to know that they're. We need you to know that they're woke, but like kind of like you can see someone in a boardroom along the way having said we need the gamers to know that these people are woke. Do you know what I?
Yeah,
where, like,
superheroes are woke, right? They're like,
yeah. Things where, like, you know, there's types of behavior that every main character in the game who's a protagonist already knows to call out is not okay. That in another story, someone might have to go through a character arc of, like, learning. There is a deaf character in the, and you know, this I've seen like people talk about like the way like ableism is handled and stuff in this kind of context where there's a deaf character in the game. Every character who ever interacts with her just like conveniently is already perfect at American Sign Language. And like that's a cool, you know, that's a great ideal world to think about, but is like fits that category again of like we're not gonna think of this as a potential type of thing a person would have to learn and like a character would potentially like better themselves by learning. It's just a thing that they already have and already know, and that's part of how you know they're the good guy.
yeah,
It's
they've
the same
already
thing
done
as
all the work. That's the mythical person who's done the work already.
It's the same thing as the like, oh, good news, we made Sokka not a sexist in the Avatar: The Last Airbender live action show. Where like, it's not like that's his character arc is like, you know, like that's like part of his whole arc is like learning how to respect women in a way that's like well written and good in the original show, and an important thing to like teach kids, and just is like a well written arc. It reminds me of that same thing. This strikes me as the kind of thing where like any of these people could be a shithead in a very real way.
Yeah.
That they have to learn how to break out of. Like
There's like a
none of these people
messiness to
seem
it
like,
that is very like allowed.
yeah, none of these people seem like particularly good people. None of them seem like they're like, you know, the world's worst people, but none of them seem like great people in a
Nope.
way that's like interesting and exciting, right?
They're soldiers in a thing called the Ever War.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And they were all victims of a draft and like are now like
Yeah.
in it.
Oh, damn. Listen, the last time a game was set in an infinite war, it was Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and was my favorite game of 2022, so maybe I should play this.
Again, 2 hour fucking Jesus, this is tight. 2 hour demo, like hi, fuck you. You're not like taking damage. Oh my god, is there color coded? Is that why I wasn't doing any damage to that guy earlier? Oh, who's hitting me? Oh, you. Alright. Yeah, there's color coding. Fuck, I didn't know that. Okay, that explains a lot about why things weren't going my way earlier. Okay. Yeah. Shit's fun. Like, I don't know, man. And like this level, like, I don't know, this level design's kind of sick. Like,
I'm enjoying watching you play it. It feels very fast in a good way.
It is. That's why I'm like, Call of Duty wasn't the right connection for it. Because it, I unlocked a hover.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, this feels like if Control was a first-person game.
A little bit.
Especially now that you have the hover, it's like, it's a little bit like that.
Yeah. Like this is the first time in the story that you're like in this kind of weird space. But like I'm really loving how like they're using it as a platforming. Oh fuck, like it's disorienting. I was just like, shit, am I at a fucked up angle right now?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's like those parts of Control when you're in the like liminal space.
Okay.
Where the triangle
Like
is.
I wonder if I can hit it with the slowdown juice.
Yeah, hit that Zone I cube with the butt plug. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know the names of these things. I know what I see. Yeah.
I just calls it as I sees it. All right, here we go. Another fight. Come on down here, big boy. Oh.
That thing you're holding kind of looks like an ornate, like spun golden lightsaber
Jesus.
a little bit. Like I get it. You know, all of this looks like Magic the Gathering card art. That's what it is. This all has like that kind, and I mean that as a positive.
Yeah.
Like, it reminds me of a lot of Magic set art that I've seen.
Fuck off. Jesus, Christmas. Okay. You fucking little freaks. Yeah, it definitely has that Magic vibe to it, which I don't know, is also a little bit of what I keep saying is the sauce. Like,
yeah, for sure.
It has a style that like is real once you get past the fact the main character has a hip hop haircut.
Yeah. I really wasn't saying any of that.
I mean, but that's the thing that people like levy against like Cal Kestis and Star Wars. Like that is like a thing that people say in a way that is like, it's not quite the like, oh, there's yellow paint on this, where it's like what you're saying is stupid. Because I don't think what you're saying is stupid. I think what you're saying is like legitimate and like a fair criticism to levy against it. But like it is like a thing that people talk about now. Is like, well, is their haircut ugly?
Sure. I mean, I'm not even levying it against it. It's more just like, we'll play Tears of the Kingdom at some point. I think even like the English translation of Pura in Tears of the Kingdom talks a little bit like the way we're talking about.
Interesting.
Where it's just like a change. It's just a general change in the way like character dialogue is written in games that I think like, you know, matches. I might also be wrong about that, but it's in my head. Like it's just a change in how character dialogue is written in a lot of games.
I mean, and I truly don't know how English Pura talks.
Right,
I
you
can tell you a little bit about how French Pura talks.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot like that.
my towers, they will send
you
you
must
into
find
the
my
sky.
towers and you must bring them to the sky. Sorry, French people, you're real.
No, they're not. You don't have to lie to them.
You do exist, I'm sure of it.
French people, Riley does not
shit.
speak on behalf of the entire Moonshot Podcast
That was
Network.
awesome. That was cool.
That was really cool. That was really cool.
Gee, that one was less.
Oh,
Okay.
enjoying watching this quite a bit. Like, this is cool.
Yeah, that's kind of like why I wanted to play it. Like when we had like the opportunity, it's like, I don't think people know this game is cool. Like,
Thank you, Sylvie. That rock was sent by France.
the miraculous Lady Rock. Okay, here we go.
Miraculous
This feels
Lady
like
Rock.
it. This feels like we're wrapping the path. I'm grabbing the holocron.
Caleb,
Grab the orb.
this to Luna on her birthday.
Also, since you brought it up, Cal Kestis is offensive to me because he looks exactly like a real-life friend of mine, and I cannot take him seriously anytime I see his character because he looks so much like my friend Nick. It's not funny. He looks exactly like my real-life friend Nick.
I grew up here.
Oh, this is interesting.
What was that guy?
You're like flashing back
going
to
on here?
your childhood. All these friends died in an attack on the city you lived in together.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's just also fun because like in the beginning he has like a Sean from Boy Meets World haircut, which I think is very funny.
Let me
Fuck both of you.
Gone Boy Meets World. Oh, that is a hell of a haircut.
Yeah. Oh, fucking zip line. Oh, this is
That's
tight.
that's the Sean Boy Meets World haircut is like if you stopped Link during the Ocarina of Time kid to adult transition at like 14. That's what he would look like.
You're absolutely
He's
right.
got that same kind of like weird bangs. Like it's the same kind of strange bangs. So is this pulling like are these structures like parts of like the area where that attack happened?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
are these
yeah.
buildings
And those
there?
are like
That's cool.
it's like parts of that, and you're like fighting the people who are there, and like they had these were like the elevators that took you. This was a city built underneath a bridge, and this is your
Okay.
like friend who died. She like was
There's just the
shot by like shot by a enemy fucking ship.
Who cares? Come on.
Check it out.
That whole thing?
Whole thing.
How are we gonna defend that whole thing?
What?
What? We squat a place like that, we need to figure out how to keep it.
Nah, it's ours. I bought it.
How did you... Where did...
It's not a mystery, Jack. I saved up. I wanted
I don't trust her now. I don't trust her.
She was so proud that she...
What do you mean you
Is it-
saved
yes,
up?
That was the last time.
Yeah, saved. Yeah. What kinds of jobs did you do?
You were thieves.
Under what definition of job? Right. Exactly.
And like the other four people you lived with in there who are all like kids, they just get shot by a fucking enemy cruiser.
Oh.
And like the whole thing just explodes, like no question about it.
Goddamn.
Dominion mana, build up Dominion mana. Oh, I have an ultimate attack?
Okay.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Whoa! You got a good old-fashioned beam.
Fuck you. Don't fucking come at
We
me.
love.
Mind
We
your
love when there's a beam.
Can I? Oh shit! Let's hit this. My shatters. I love that shield shatter buff that I got. Where now if my shield shatters, everything slows down. Okay, let's grab this. Dominion crystals to quickly refill your Dominion mana. Okay. Let's see, where am I going? Up here? Oh. Oh no, I'm going here. Oh, sorry everybody.
I'm gonna do keep playing. My headphones are staying
Ooh.
on. I'm gonna see. Whoa! That guy's so big.
Yeah, he's not that big in real life, but this is the guy who controls the opposing army.
Okay.
So you
This
are
is
in like
cool,
a vision quest type thing right now. That's so fucking
Yeah.
tight.
We were talking about Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man, both those games do a little bit of Vision Quest stuff like this. Like, the first one has one sequence like this where you get stung by Scorpion and you hallucinate. Everyone loved that part of the game and wanted more of it. 2 has this whole thing where, like, Mysterio, who's been Mysterio and he's gone to jail and come back and he's reformed, he's like a carnival barker now and runs all these little, like, Mysterio VR pop-ups. It's pretty stupid.
That rules.
But when you're Miles, it's good. Yeah, it's stupid in a good way. When you're Miles, you can go to him and like, Miles is mad at Mr. Negative, who's a villain from the first game, because
Yeah.
Mr. Negative killed Miles' dad.
Yeah.
And he goes to a bunch of these Mysterio pop-ups to like fight Mr. Negative and get out his shit about it, but then they all start malfunctioning, and so there's all these optional quests where you go into like hallucinatory domes that look kind of like that and function kind of like that are like Mysterio's tech going wrong, his VR simulation going wrong.
Cool.
But that was more interesting to watch than any of those. This game has just shown me stuff that's more interesting than anything than almost anything in Spider-Man 2.
That's the thing, is like it's got a very good handle on its visuals. It runs really well, and like
Seems like Kirkin really...
I
I don't mean Kirkin. I mean the past.
it's worth it. I don't know, man. It's a good ass single player game.
I'm doing something. People watching can see me rooting around my apartment. I'm still here. I'm checking something important on PlayStation 5 while we continue to stream.
Checking something important on the PlayStation 5.
I'm seeing if it's on sale on PS5. I'm
Let's
like,
go.
yeah,
Let's go. This is what I want to do.
Drop it.
On my judgment.
Because listen, in a few weeks, I just played through Final Fantasy VII Intergrade, which was the like little short story thing in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Rebirth comes out soon. I'll be playing that. Those are big numbies, like strategy-ass games. This is run around shoot stuff in a way I might need a like backup dose of in between those. And so you're getting the shopping live to see if it's on sale right now.
And Gina Torres is here. You know a game's gonna be good if Gina Torres is here.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
I'll be honest.
I'm not gonna argue with
I don't know
you.
which move is best, but I do know we have reinforcements.
We do?
She means you, dummy.
Welcome, Jack of the House Unforeseen, newly mantled immortal, champion protector of Lucium, Master Magnus of the Order Elite. What words do you have for those under our command?
Are you serious?
All right, terrible news. It is $70 on PS5 right now, so
Rest
I'll not
in
be getting
peace.
it there.
Get it on Steam, baby.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll think about it. You've swayed me.
Also, Target price matches.
Under it deeply. Oh,
I remember tricking
right,
Target into
I
giving
see
me
you.
XCOM for $19 for the PlayStation 3.
Nice. No, I'm only letting myself buy one game per paycheck because I make enough money now that I can like buy a game without worrying as much about it as I used to, and that's terrifyingly powerful. So I'm trying to cut myself off at the pass, and that game right now does have to be Helldivers too. But you've sold me to pick this up at some point. I'm gonna do it.
Everyone here has a story that starts or ends with Rasharn attacked, and everyone here.
I do like that he was kind of flopping his story first, his epic speech, and then kind of found his groove, and that's kind of cool instead of like nailing it out the gate.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like this freak.
No, I like when a guy stumbles into a good speech. You're absolutely right about that.
No more names. May all of Lucium
more names.
honor
Also, look at her sick ass arm. I didn't see that before.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, well that's a little bit of Immortals of Avium.
Bottoms up.
Lovely. Oh, this guy's got a drink to offer everyone.
Guy's got a fucking
It's merry
brewski.
time.
So where would you rate Immortals of Avium on our? Oh
Well,
no,
Zelda autonomy is sadly a 0.
we have to. Jay, I'm sorry, I'm a fool.
Yes,
We
yes.
have to roll, spin the wheel.
I've got it up. I never put it away. I can just tell you what it lands on, and you will believe me because you're my friend and you trust me with your life.
It is true.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
you
Spin that
ready?
wheel for me, baby.
Take a deep breath. The wheel is spinning. Riley, I have fun news for you and great news for Red Seraph. You're playing The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages
Let's
next week.
go, babe. I'm so excited. I've always wanted to play an Oracle's game.
Yeah, Oracle of Ages. Is that the red or the blue one?
That one is Ages is. Hold on.
Blue.
Okay, well, I was trying to remember.
Sorry, I was Googling and not trying to, the opposite of trying to remember, some might say. Yeah, you are gonna play Oracle of Ages. I think that's the like more puzzly one, and
Cool.
Seasons is the more combat-y one, if I'm correct. I'm excited. This is great. Are you excited to?
I'm very
hop
hyped.
into
That's
that?
gonna be a really, really good time. And
Yeah.
it's a fucking blast. I had a good time streaming with you, Jay, no matter how fucked this was.
It was super normal. It was so normal. Wait, Seraph, what's your project? I apologize if you've said it before, but what's your project? We must know. While Seraph is maybe answering that, do you have anything you want to plug? Interstitial, listen to it. Everyone knows
Interstitial,
this.
listen to it. Next week, Interstitial back it on Kickstarter for Interstitial 2E.
Mm-hmm.
Second, they're 1/5 of the way through round 5 of Champs in the Making. Sorry, 1/4.
They did work tonight.
Jacqueline said it, we are officially in the hard feeling stages of Champs in the Making. And if you want to listen to those episodes early, you gotta support the Moonshot Patreon.
You do. You do. Oh, also, the episodes they just recorded had someone who's an old friend of the network who hasn't been on anything in a
Oh, the
long
homie
time.
of the network. Who could it be?
Who could it be? You may. Why? Who's that baritone goat bleat that Riley just did? Name that tune.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking
Blank, blank, did you kill my blank?
Goodbye.
Right. Goodbye.